If you thought 343 was slipping with the lack of Forge and co-op at launch, if you thought the multiplayer tech demo was a little bit busted and you didn't like the statement that the campaign was in rough condition from one of the developers, you're in luck, sweetheart. There's absolutely no excuse for this game to be slipping with all the wet floor signs. Let's get it. What is going on, Stallions? Welcome to the Gamer Heaven. I'm your host, AK40 Kevin, sharing my screen because I'll share just about anything with you guys. This article will be cited or sourced down there in the description below, as I do anytime I cover any news in the gaming community or industry. So kicking this right off, go ahead and call me David Beckham. Let's get to kicking. There's always going to be bugs and glitches in a new game build. I mean, some games to this day, a year after launch, have bugs and glitches. Looking at you, CD Projekt Red. Sometimes they're actually really amusing, fun, and enjoyable. In this case, if you throw a grenade at a wet floor sign in Halo Infinite in these early builds, well, not really that early, this game is very close to launch, that sign will explode. Well, yeah, Kevin, of course it's gonna explode. You threw a grenade. No, explode into multiple wet floor signs, basically allowing you to infinitely duplicate wet floor signs. This is every janitor's nightmare. And in combination with a fun little melee glitch like this one, sorry if the quality looks like it was recorded on a baked potato, but it's Twitter. All right, so we had a little bit of Apollo Creed and Mike Tyson action there with some hooks and jabs. You're not supposed to be able to strike that quickly with melee. Even I know that. But I think maybe they should have a custom game mode or a LTM limited time mode in the multiplayer where they keep both the exploding signs and the option to quickly swap weapons to cancel the melee animation so it does those super fast punches because of what this guy says. Keep this in the game as an option so my friends and I can have dumb and crazy fist fights while waves of endless wet floor signs rain down around us. That actually does sound quite enjoyable in my opinion. Now, I do find pleasure in the weirdest of things, Christian Grey, but this is actually a relatively fun and enjoyable bug or glitch. And an interesting key takeaway here is the fact that frames per second or game performance really didn't dip with all of these signs duplicating and raining down, which does speak positively to the optimization of the game. So in my personal and professional opinion, this is not a worrisome bug or glitch whatsoever. I'm sure this is going to be massaged out in the near future. What is more troublesome is the fact that we indeed do not have any co-op or Forge at launch, and that will be coming substantially after release date. And we did have a developer say campaign was in rough condition, and if the multiplayer is going to be reflective of the tech demo that we saw, now there's all these rumors buzzing around about, buzzing around about controller aim assist being too aggressive. Even when that's not your primary input, you're on keyboard and mouse, but you have a controller plugged into your tower as a, backup input device or whatever. I have done a separate video about this, basically debunking the fact that it's just a glitch and it has already been massaged out or worked through. It is not going to allow you to have controller aim assist while you're on keyboard and mouse. But I will say the fact that it was feathering over character models in multiplayer with the controller while somebody was AFC away from controller, that is too aggressive, and 343 needs to taper back on that. That is part of the reason that there is always a lot of hostility, ill wishes between keyboard and mouse players and controller players, especially in a competitive esports environment where there are mixed tournaments. I get that it is constantly a balancing act between the inherent disadvantage that controller players are at, only having 3/4 of an inch of adjustment minus the 6.5 inches of aiming that you get with a keyboard and mouse. I get that because I've spent a ton of time on both peripherals getting proficient at shooters with both. But all this comes together to make people a little bit worried about the drop of Infinite. Now, I think most people just want it to release because it was on the box of the Xbox Series S and X, which have been out for about 10 months now. Now, when I bought my Series S, yep, there's Master Chief with the Halo Infinite logo on there. It's supposed to be a launch title, still don't have it. Not to mention Halo just had an anniversary here. They celebrated with a limited edition console and Elite controller, which I made a video on that. They're really cool looking. The game just needs to launch. My camera's doing some weird lighting stuff. Whoa, what is going on? But it does come back to the wise words of the late great Confucius, and that was, a delayed game will eventually be good, a rushed game will forever be bad. That is true. Weird lighting stuff. Sony A5100 be tripping right now, just like my hair. Crazy. If you guys enjoyed this video, liking it will help it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel from a limp doozer to a big, thick, veiny, girthy rager, which is what we're going for here at Gamer Heaven. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, and I will see you tomorrow because I upload daily, unless something crazy happens. Peace.